Welcome back. You're watching Newsx. Samudar Pratap Singh, our big focus this hour. Dilsukhnagar in Hyderabad was hit by two bombings 100 meters apart in 2013. The terror attack killed 18 people and left over 130 injured. The blast was triggered by Pakistan-backed Indian Mujahideen, a terror group that is defunct now. 5 terrorists were arrested since the bombing, and today the Telangana High Court has upheld the death sentence for all 5 terrorists. The victims, who have been made to wait for 12 years for justice and are hopeful of swift execution. But yes, the convicts still have the option of moving the Supreme Court. The 5 terrorists who were key operatives of the Indian Mujahideen have also been involved in other bombings. So when can we expect the hanging of these terrorists now? It's also important to note that the mastermind and founder of Indian Mujahideen, Riyaz Bhatkal, is still on the run, reportedly in Pakistan. Karuna Sagar bhi is वक्त जुड़ गए हमारे संग. Telangana High Court advocate Karuna Sagar. This is, of course, a big sentencing today. What do you make of this order?
This is a welcome order. This has to be actually after the judgment which was passed in the year 2016. It took around 9 years to appeal to be confirmed, and even though it was a late, but it was a welcome order because about 18 lives have been lost and 130 injured have got some relief and justice through judiciary system. And I believe this is a welcome order to all the victims of the the families of the dead people who have lost their life, and also the injured persons. The Honorable High Court, after reviewing all the documents and the judgments and the procedure in which the trial court has gone through and conducted the trial, has upheld the case. The trial court has recorded the witness of over 158 witnesses. The NIA has collected the witness of 158, and which was presented before the court. The court has recorded the witnesses and also observed the 201 material witnesses, including the improvising devices, ammonium nitrate, the nails which were used, and the iron balls which were used in the commission of offence. And also there were about 500 documents which were published before the court, which were connecting the accused to the...
I think we're having some trouble there with your connection, Karuna Sagar. I'll come back to you. Let me join Major General Sudhakar ji, a geopolitical analyst, onto the broadcast. Major General Sudhakar ji, this is of course a big verdict. It will provide closure to some, but the big question is, when will Riyaz Bhatkal be brought to book? He is also, main accused, mastermind, many believe, of this attack. When will he be brought to book? Reportedly, he is in Pakistan currently.
Uday, good afternoon. Thank you for getting me to your show. Kudos to Indian judiciary, despite having been late. 10 years is a very long time to such kind of cases to have come to some kind of a conclusion. They are still left with the provision for appealing with the Supreme Court. That also, going by the normal process of judiciary, that may add on to the time. But the fact of the matter is that these people who are convicts, who are responsible for so many 18 of our fatalities, innocent civilians, and many who became casualties, have been booked after such a long time, is definitely a historic milestone as far as Indian judiciary is concerned. More than anything else, you would agree that it has taken place in a timeline or time frame when India as a subcontinent was witnessing a decline in terrorist activities. And also, globally speaking, the ISIS was under a lot of pressure, although it picked up momentum sometime post 2014, close to 2017. During this phase, Indian subcontinent has been witness to such like cadres, the band outfits like Indian Mujahideens, and no matter what type of name they've had, they always had a link with the ISI of Pakistan without any doubt. So therefore, ultimately the water of terrorism gets linked to the main tap from where it is flowing out is the ISI of Pakistan. This is one part to respond to your query. Second part is this terrorist who's absconding in Pakistan, time has come wherein, if not Pakistan, the natural justice will take care of him. Nobody can actually, hide from the accountability of the nature system. So whether it is the unseen, the unknown man who's shooting them, or there is a gang rivalry going on, he is going to be taken care of. This man, in any case, Pakistan is not going to extradite such kind of accused to Indian judiciary. They will never done it in the past. They will never do it here. No matter how many dossiers you keep handing over, until unless collectively and unanimously there is a global pressure on Pakistan to hand guy to India for further investigation and accountability. Last but not the least, this is a very good significant turning point which is taking place in 21st century. We are witnessed that the mode of operations by the terrorist outfits is undergone change. You see, it is not 9/11 taking place. There are single vehicles being driven by these ISI or ISIS connected people, like it happened in France, it happened in Germany in 2016, it has happened in 2021, not very far away from today. It has happened in New Orleans, it has happened in Las Vegas in USA, close to the date of coronation or assumption of the presidency by Donald Trump. These kind of new phenomena will take place. Indian Mujahideen may have been banned as an outfit in India, but it will keep poking up its nose, ugly face in different forms and contours and colors inside the subcontinent, because ISIS and ISI, they have joined their hands. They are looking for regional caliphate. So if it is not Telangana, it will start propping up, showing its ugly face in West Bengal or UP or Maharashtra or maybe J&K. We need to be very careful. We need to complement the judiciary system in Telangana to have actually gone into the details and come out with very firm and final kind of a convict order based on which these people can be hanged, subject to, of course, Supreme Court giving their go-ahead. Back to you then.
Saeed Rahim is back with us on the broadcast. Saeed Rahim, if you're able to hear me now, I was trying to ask you about this incident and what you feel now on the verdict which is finally out today. Saeed Rahim, आज जो निर्णय निकला है, this verdict, I'm trying to ask you on that. क्या कहेंगे इस पर?
जी, मेरे को तो बहुत खुशी है, मगर मासूम जानों की मासूम लोग इंतकाल हो गए वहाँ। मासूम लोग, बच्चे, छोटे बड़े, पूरे टुकड़े टुकड़े हो गए जिस्म के, हाथों के, पैरों के, सरों के। दिलसुखनगर में 13 साल हो रहा है, 12 साल हो गया, अब 13 साल हो रहा है। 18 लोग इंतकाल हो गए, मर गए 18 लोग, और 150 घायल हुए। उन लोग को इंसाफ बराबर नहीं हुआ जब कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट ही रही। मक्का मस्जिद, कोटी गोकुलचाट, लुम्नी पार्क, दिलसुखनगर, ये 4 बम धमाकों में कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट ही रही। बराबर इंसाफ किसको भी नहीं करे। मैं गोकुल चाट में मेरा पूरा जिस्म पूरा डैमेज हो गया मेरा। मैं हर साल फूल, एक बैनर लगा के, भारत माता की फोटो लगा के हर जगह मक्का मस्जिद और गोकुल चाट, कोटी, लुम्नी पार्क, दिलसुखनगर में भारत माता की फोटो बैनर लगा के, फूला डला के सबको बुलाता मैं। कोई भी मेरे जैसा कोई भी करने वाला नहीं है। मैं इंसाफ के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ साहब। सब तू इंसाफ करो साहब, मेरा आँख पे है साहब, बच्चा मारू साहब, ये 45,000 है साहब, फल डलाते रहना। मेरे को इंसाफ नहीं हुआ। मेरे को 4 बीमारियां है, कैंसर और हेर्निया, ब्रेन में टुकड़े है, ये आंख में भी टुकड़े है, और 4 बीमारियां है, अल्सर आया, 50 लाख तक खर्चा हुए, मगर गवर्नमेंट हेल्थ कार्ड नहीं दी, घर नहीं दी, फाइनेंस सपोर्ट नहीं है मेरे को, बच्चियां पढ़ाते साहब मेरे को, और बच्चियां छोटा ब्यूटी पार्लर लगा देंगे गवर्नमेंट, ऐसा वाला है कोई दे रही गवर्नमेंट, हमारे जैसे तो गरीबों को किसी भी नहीं दे रही साहब।
मैं समझ सकता हूँ, आप बहुत भावुक हो रहे हैं शायद रहीम, बहुत भावुक हो रहे हैं अभी भी, जब वो याद आता है वो लम्हा जो 2013 में आपके संग बीता था, बहुत लोगों के संग घटा था, जैसे आप कह रहे हैं इतनी मासूम जाने गई थी वहां, मगर आज क्या राहत हो रही है? आज क्या आपको लगता है न्याय हुआ है, या न्याय तब होगा जब ये लोग जो हैं वो फांसी के फंदे पे पहुंच जाएंगे?
ये एक बात है साहब, और एक बात सुना, मैं इन लोग इंसाफ, हम इंसाफ से लड़ेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाके, वहां भी मैं सुना, मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट जा रहे हैं इन लोग उग्रवाद
जी,
ये पांचों भी मिलके, पांचों बम ब्लास्ट जो बम्मा लगाए ना, इन लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाके हम इंसाफ पूछते बोल के बोल रहे हैं। ये भी गवर्नमेंट हंती है या हम हंते हैं? इतने साल से मेरा 19 साल हो रहा है गुजर के, ये 13 साल हो रहा है यहाँ दिलसुख नगर में। हाँ ऐसा है, यही है गवर्नमेंट का तरीका क्या साहब? मोदी साहब के को भी जाना है, मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ ना पूरा मोदी साहब को भी जाना है। मोदी साहब अच्छा देख ले रहे, मेरा देखो साहब कैसा है, मेरा हाल देखो साहब, इंसाफ हुआ मत फिर डर रहे हम। यहाँ तो पूरे गली गली में कैमरे लगाए, सीवी आनंद साहब, अच्छा है अब तो डर नहीं है, मगर 20 साल पुराना हो गया ना, फिर को से गली में लगाते कि नहीं, क्या है कि नहीं मालूम।
अभी भी कुछ लोग मगर पाकिस्तान में हैं, अभी भी कुछ लोग मगर पाकिस्तान में है। रियाज भटकल जैसे, क्या आप चाहेंगे कि पाकिस्तान जो है वो उनको वापस दे ताकि न्याय हो पाए पूरी तरह से? अभी भी कुछ गुनहगार जो हैं वो बचे हुए हैं।
हाँ साहब, क्या उनको नहीं पकड़ सकते? या सोना चोरी करे तो बच्चों को ये करे तो वो पकड़ रहे ना, रियाज भक्तल को नहीं पकड़ सकते? गवर्नमेंट को रियाज भक्तल को दे रही गवर्नमेंट को, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, डिमांड कर रहा हूँ। रियाज भक्तल को एक को नहीं पकड़ सकते, गंजाए पकड़ रहे, सोना पकड़ रहे, पूरे पकड़ रहे, वो एक बंदे को नहीं पकड़ सकते? हम जैसा तड़प रहे उन लोग की प्रॉपर्टी जो भी है पूरी लेके गरीबों को बांट देना, जो भी प्रॉपर्टी है। हम लोग कैसा तड़प रहे, उन लोग की एक आंख निकाल देना, एक पैर, एक हाथ निकाल देना, नहीं तो रोडों पे छोड़ दो। उन लोग को तो फांसी नहीं देती गवर्नमेंट, खुला बोल रहा मैं, नहीं देती। थोड़े दिन के बाद फिर अब यहाँ सज्जनार साहब एक बोल रहा मैं ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ मैं नहीं समझना, मैं माफी चाह रहा हूँ। सज्जनार साहब शमशाबाद में एक लड़की को खराब करे तो 18-20 साल रहते, पांचों करे खराब, चिन्ना के शोरू कुछ नामा है, उन लोग को साथी जला दिए। उन्होंने ऐसा है ना ऑफिसर बोलो नंबर 1 वैसे वो सज्जनार, मालूम होगा आपको भी। और कुछ पूछना चाहे तो पूछो साहब मेरे से। देखो मैं बहुत परेशान हूँ साहब, बहुत परेशान हूँ। और
नहीं समझ सकते हैं और हम चाहते हैं कि आपको पूरी तरह से न्याय मिले। और जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि थोड़ी राहत तो है, थोड़ी राहत तो है आज का फैसला देखकर, मगर जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि अब उच्च न्यायालय के दरवाजे खटखटाएंगे ये, और एक थोड़ा और समय लगेगा, बट आप चाहते हैं कि सख्त से सख्त जो है सजा इनको दी जाए। मगर एमके मीना साहब, मैं आपका रुख करना चाहता हूँ, पूर्व IPS अफसर है, हमारे संग जुड़ गए हैं। एमके मीना, व्हाट डू यू मेक ऑफ दिस वर्डिक्ट टुडे? And should this now, the appeal also be fast tracked in this particular case related to the 2013 blast?
This judgment is quite good because Honorable High Court has confirmed the sentence which has been given by the court. Now issue is they were involved, and I appreciate investigating agency. I appreciate efforts by prosecution. They have put up their points to the court, the NIA court, and then they have put up on their High Court, and they were convinced that yes, these 5 convicts deserve this kind of sentence. But issue doesn't end here. The matter will be taken. I think they will file appeal in the Honorable Supreme Court. Government should make a special effort. They should make a team of officers. They should make team of prosecutors and advocates and who is representing our case, the state case in the court, so that things can be expedited. They should request Honorable Supreme Court if appeals are filed, there should be expedite, and then they may appeal against mercy petition in front of before Honorable President. So if they are confirmed by Honorable Supreme Court, it depends what Supreme Court gives decision. So issue that doesn't end. The procedure, because already earlier speaker was telling, 13 years have passed. It is too much in such cases. It should not take too long time for such cases where so many people have been killed, so many people have been injured, and it is a very, very rarest of the rare case in which a lot of people have lost their lives. And families who are suffering, they must be waiting for this verdict. But they will be waiting verdict from the day final verdict is given by Honorable Supreme Court, and by it depends where it will end. But I request and I hope that state government and central government, whoever is concerned, all investigative agencies have to be, and prosecutors and presentable advocates and highest level authorities of we have a team of advocates. They will represent case before Supreme Court, and justice be given to persons and family members who are waiting. But such cases, in fact, this is a very bad case. I can only say the
Yes, and what is of course now frustrating the victims, like the one we spoke to, is of course the delay in justice, as you said, but also the fact that individuals like Riyaz Bhatkal are still away from the shackles of the law in Pakistan and in foreign lands.
It is highly unfortunate. We have got very big state police forces. We have got a lot of central agencies. I think they should make efforts and they should bring him wherever he is. He should be brought to India and punishment and sentence to be given as per decided by the court, honorable court. But this is highly surprising. This is very shocking also to the citizens. If a person involved, if convict involved in such a heinous case is absconding and he is not coming. And I hope that we have got very efficient central agency, very efficient state police force in Telangana. They are very good. So I think they should again make efforts. If they must be making efforts. I am not casting any aspersions on them, but I think they should expedite them now. Since this verdict has come, all people will again come to know, because this case was lost in the mind of people. But again, after this verdict, people will again talk about, and this causes very irritating in the mind of family members. So state government as well as central agency, with the coordination with whatever authorities are there, they must ensure that he should be brought to India and he should be given sentence as per decided by the honorable court, because otherwise it gives very wrong message about us.
Absolutely. Let me quickly go back across to you as well, Karuna Sagar. Karuna Sagar, as someone who's based there in Telangana, how shocking was this incident when it happened? Just, recap for us, what people in the state felt at that time in 2013 when this blast had happened.
The blast site is just 4 to 5 kilometers away from my residence. Generally it is why they think has occurred on Friday evening.
I think we're having some technical trouble there with Mr. Sagar's connection, unfortunately. But let me quickly rope you back in here, Major Sudhakarji, on, of course, the lessons that one learns, of course, from the way this trial has been handled. Do you believe it is a comprehensive verdict today? However, it needs to be certainly fast-tracked.
Uday, it needs to be speeded up. Like you rightly said in one of your narrative of preamble, justice delayed is justice denied. It has got no meaning, and Mr. Meena made a very significant point. And you see, there are so many such cases happening in the country. Fortunately, there is a lull period, but when it is going to revive, one doesn't know. It is gone out of the memory of the public. Now it has been rejuvenated or revived in the memory. So how long it will last? The issue here is that the hands of law are very long. And I don't know, despite having carried out the modification and amendment, the law is still taking so much of time. In such kind of heinous terrorist activities, maximum 3 months, maximum. We have to adopt something like it. For me, as far as I am concerned, the best terrorist is the dead terrorist. They should have been killed then and there. That's the right answer to address such kind of menace in the country. If you resort to compliments to the NIA, National Intelligence Agency, they have definitely gone out of the way. I myself, I have been dealing with the subject. But the fact of the matter is, it is so painstaking, so frustrating that it actually, you have to take rebirth in your mind and imagination to actually bring a case like this to a fruition, to this state. There needs to be given pat and kudos. So it is too long a time. The law has to be actually amended, and particularly related to terrorism. Last but not the least, Uday, you see, we should be very, very careful.
Yes.
Now the ugly face of terrorism is showing its presence and footprint in the neighborhood. When is it going to penetrate into a system and start reviving? It's just a matter of time. We all need to be careful. The law, the judiciary has to actually revamp itself and shorten the period of waiting in order to give redressal to such kind of cases and close the case as early as possible. Back to you, Uday.
Thank you for joining us with your perspective on that story. It's time for a very short break.